Here is Danny, and today, back in the day as a kid, I always wanted to make videos. And this was well before YouTube even existed. This is about a mini little Danny. I started off with the Lego Steven Spielberg moviemaker set. With a real tiny digital Lego webcam with a button for stop motion that released in the year 2000. Which was 6 years before YouTube went public and even longer before it got big. Which is kinda wild that Lego makes an entire set about making stop motion movies without a proper place to upload them. They were way ahead of their time. It also included this super cute video that definitely was not shot with the same camera. But Lego was in a slump in the late 90s and were afraid to get overtaken by more modern toys and computer games. So they started working together with Steven Spielberg, who outside of marketing also helped them a lot with the input, since he also wanted to launch his own toys to bring filmmaking to the kids. So it made sense for them to work together. Showed off at E3 2000, the public could finally get their hands on it. And there were also ads before movies shown in theater, with Lego trying to make it their new standout set. However, when it actually released, the camera output was pretty awful, with super noisy 240p images. And when you used the included software, it was compressed even more to a really low 120p. That is 120 pixels on both axes. With the idea to keep the file sizes small so you could email it to your friends, since YouTube didn't exist. The camera itself is based on a Logitech QuickCam from 1999, which was alright for the time, so it must have been the software. The entire line got discontinued in 2003, and while it wasn't a massive commercial success, it did plant some seeds into future video maker their brains, of which some now do actual advertisement work for the Lego group. And of course there are the brick films. Another project that was a video game I really loved in the 2005 years was the movies. Made by Lionhead, who you might remember for Fable and Spore. They also did a little studio maker sim in which you could direct your own cinematic masterpieces. Or something as goofy AF. A really fun game that got an action movie focused DLC later down the line, but it was never released here in the Netherlands sadly. But once again, it was released before YouTube got big. However, it did release close enough that there was a somewhat decent and active The Movies community on YouTube, and it did have its own native sites to upload. The videos that were on the screen are the videos I actually made. 18 years or something, oh boy. Maybe it wasn't too amazing for cinematic masterpieces, but it was a pretty fun game, and I always wished for a sequel that would actually make sense in a creator-based time. Like we got here with YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and I guess Twitter as well. And now that time is somewhat here. Released in early access last year, Blockbuster Inc. released onto the scene. While there was no big red carpet, it released to lukewarm user reviews, saying it lacks content. Which is arguably true, but it does seem like the devs are working on that in early access. And it is probably the closest we get to a The Movie sequel. A game where you can create your own star with 100% stats if you want to, design your own film sets with the built-in editor, build your own lot from scriptwriter room to everything else, and eventually share your films online, where it will show up in the main menu. It does all look a bit goofy, not gonna lie, and cartoony, but it is quite fun. Just don't forget to set a schedule, since people don't automatically go to house to sleep, so they just stand there and die. But hey, that is all good for now. Subscribe for more. This was Danny and I see you on the battlefield.